If you're following me on LinkedIn, you've probably seen some quotes that I posted recently from this book, Personality Isn't Permanent by Benjamin Hardy. I read this book in January and thought I would just share my book review with you here. I thought it was I highly recommend it, so I'll start with that. I love personality tests, actually. I'll admit, at work we do the DISC assessment and the Colby assessment, and I find them, I think that my team really enjoys them. We enjoy getting to know ourselves better, knowing how we work with other people, and just like learning how to work better with other people. But Benjamin Hardy definitely makes you think differently about those types of assessments. He, really helps you see how limiting they can be if you think that you are a certain way and that's just how you are and you can't change it. Then you limit yourself from creating the life that you were meant to live, from growing personally, professionally, and becoming better in certain ways that, you may just think that you're limited and can't ever pursue that type of thing. One of the examples he gives in the book is a woman who, when she was young, her teacher walked around the room, they had a drawing assignment, and, everyone was drawing something, and her teacher picked hers up and corrected it. And she had that memory forever that she wanted to illustrate children's books, but she just felt like that memory just stuck in her mind that her teacher critiqued her work and that she wasn't good at drawing and it wasn't something that she should pursue. So that's an example he gives. He talks a lot about trauma, and that was something that it was just kind of hard for me to get my head around, because I think of trauma as like these major incidents, and he talks about that, something that causes PTSD. But he talks about trauma really in the sense of failures or missed opportunities. So some things that can be much smaller, like that example of the woman with the teacher who impacted her in some way. So I had to really think about that and just, what kind of trauma or what kind of limitations have I put on myself? And the one thing, throughout the book, I kept thinking about that. And the one thing that really came up for me was public speaking. I don't have any, trauma that I can remember. I don't have any like critiques that somebody gave me when I was young that made me feel like I was bad at that, but just it's fear. And so it's something that I really have avoided in my life. And if that were something that could help advance my career or, bring me new opportunities, that would be a really self-limiting behavior that I'm telling myself I'm just not good at it. It's just something I can't do, and not pursue those types of opportunities. And the author really talks about, pushing yourself through those types of things and pushing yourself to try new things, pushing the limits of what you think that you can accomplish. He talks a lot about journaling, and so there's a lot of opportunities throughout the book to journal answering questions kind of through the chapters and what you're learning. So all in all, fantastic book. I really recommend it for anyone who wants to grow professionally or personally.